Chelsea 2, Leicester City 1. Frustrating, very frustrating game today at Stamford Bridge. I thought first half we were atrocious. Second half was better. I'm not going to lie, I do not like Chelsea. I'm just going to put that out there straight away. I thought, the way they ended the game, how they acted was a bit frustrating. I mean, we showed good passion towards the end to try and get back into it. The fight as well, which was pretty good. Don't ask me how about 40 people were involved, and one of our players who was a sub got a yellow card. But overall, it hurts me to say it, Chelsea were deserved winners. But overall, it's just frustrating, boys. And this, of course, is going to be... It's going to have a massive impact on the race for Champions League football, and very disappointing defeat today at Stamford Bridge. Yes, lads, how you doing? Welcome back to a brand new video on the channel. Now today, boys and girls, I'm going to bring you guys my instant match reaction, my post-match thoughts after Chelsea got the better over Leicester today back in the Premier League at Stamford Bridge as Chelsea beat Leicester 2-1, where of course Chelsea got a massive win for them in the race for Champions League football. Of course, they climbed into third place above us. We go back down to fourth, and I mean... yeah, it's going to go down to the wide boys. It's going to go down to the last game against Tottenham, and the nerves are really going to come in. But yeah, of course, in today's video, I go for my general thoughts on the game, also my player ratings from the side, which started in today's defeat against Chelsea. As always, just with these match reactions, they won't be edited to the usual standard on other videos on the channel. But yeah, boys, without further ado, let's get straight into it. And let's discuss Chelsea 2, Leicester City 1. Right then, where do I really start with that one, boys and girls? Of course, Chelsea got the first goal through Rudiger once again from a corner. I mean, Thomas initially, what was he doing? He should have just cleared it out, but gave away a corner and it punishes. I mean, Vardy got the flick on, it fell to Rudiger and he tapped him. Kind of lucky, I'm going to be honest, boys. Of course, a penalty through Jorginho, pretty soft to be honest, but it probably was a penalty. Of course, Iheanacho got Leicester back into it towards the end. We fought hard to try and get that equaliser. It didn't come. Overall, Chelsea probably did deserve the win, but yeah, as you can probably tell, boys, I'm very frustrated with today's game. Of course, Leicester had the chance to secure Champions League football in the game. We've now dropped 3 points to Chelsea. They go above us now. The pressure is really on, boys and girls, and like I said, it's going to go down to the last game, and it's going to be a real question of if we get Champions League or not, because realistically, it's probably not in our hands now. We just hope that Burnley can beat Liverpool tomorrow, and just results just go away on Sunday as well. So yeah, very frustrating, but to be honest, we didn't deserve to get anything from the game because we were absolutely atrocious throughout today's game. Like I said, we were better in the last 20 minutes or so when Iheanacho and Ricardo came on, but apart from that, very, very poor. I think the overall performance in today's game, like I said, was just not up to standard at all. A complete drop-off just from the FA Cup. I guess you guys can probably understand the reasons behind why that happened, but we really had to go out there, try and get some sort of result. We really didn't. That from minute go, we looked on the back foot. Chelsea in the first 10 minutes had about 4 good chances. Chilwell going close, Pulisic going close, and just the whole first half they absolutely destroyed us. Second half wasn't as bad, but we still didn't really create anything too much going forward, and I think, just wasn't our day. We looked like a completely different side after, of course, Saturday's big success against Chelsea in the FA Cup final. But overall, hopefully, it's one of those days, but we of course, have to beat Tottenham on the last day of the season, and boys, the pressure is now on. The team which Brendan Rodgers went with for today's game was slightly questionable. I'm not going to lie, Iheanacho getting dropped before the game, I thought, slightly understandable, but as the game went on, we clearly saw it wasn't the best of decisions. So Jose Perez, I'm not going to lie, I don't want to put too much stick on this guy, but he was horrific, to be honest. I don't know, obviously the whole team was not great, but that chance towards the end where he shouldn't have even been on the pitch, I don't know how he stayed on. I mean, Maddison got taken off, which was kind of crazy, but of course the team selection, obviously Schmeichel in goal as always. We still at the back 5 as always, basically the same team. Of course, we had Castagne centre back for Farn and Soonchu. The other centre backs, Albright and Thomas. The wing backs, and of course midfield we had Ndidi, Tillemans, and obviously James Maddison KO in the front two of Vardy and Perez. But overall the team selection was not great. I think Brendan Rodgers has to take some sort of blame as well. The substitutions were quite dodgy. I thought, we're chasing the game, trying to get Champions League football, at least make all 3 subs, but he didn't. He waited until the 60th minute to make his first change. I mean, we saw how poor we were in the first half. I thought, we had to make a change just going into the second half. We didn't. Of course, Chelsea scored 2 minutes later. But yeah, overall, one of them. And yeah, I'm just frustrated, boys. So then starts off with the first half, discussing what happened in the first half. Like I said, we were just horrendous from minute 1, to be honest. Chelsea had several big chances. I'm going to go through the VAR decisions, of course. I don't know how, I can't remember the order, but obviously Werner scored about 2. Both of them got ruled out correctly, but just by the way, Chelsea fans just want to moan about the handball one. Well, you can't score with your hand, and they moan about it's not football anymore, so I guess we should just let handballs count. The penalty, yeah, it probably was a penalty in the first half, to be honest, with Tillemans on Timo Werner. I think we got kind of lucky with that one, but overall Chelsea completely dominated the first half. I think we had 1 shot from a lucky corner just from Vardy, but yeah, overall first half was very poor, and we were very lucky to go into half time at 0-0. And of course that 0-0 scoreline did not last long in the second half when Rudiger scored once again against Leicester from the corner. First of all, Luke Thomas Powell, What are you doing? He had about 10 seconds to either chest back to Schmeichel or hit it out for a throw, but he kind of just messed it up, dribbled it out, hit his own foot, tripped over, corner, they score. Typical Leicester. They had all those chances in the first half and we go concede a sloppy goal like that. The pressure continued. Leicester didn't really get into the game at all, and they got a penalty. Pretty lucky, pretty soft, but it probably was just about penalty, and Jorginho of course placed it. Hop, skip, jump FC man, but yeah, and then of course we made some changes. Iheanacho, Ricardo came on, impacted the game heavily. Iheanacho fairly impacted the game, of course scored, and Diddy winning the ball back. Iheanacho slotted home perfectly. From then Leicester really did grow to get into the game. Confidence was high, and of course the fights, the battles, the tackles start to fly, in particular with Ricardo on bench hill, which is kind of nice to see, and of course we had that fight later on. But before that, Jose Perez, how did he miss? That shot was Champions League right there, a point. We could have got a point and he fluffed his lines. I don't know how he missed it, but yeah, that was it. But overall, lads, we didn't deserve anything from the game. And the fight towards the end, I don't know how Amati got the other card out about 40 people, but yeah, same old thing. I think Mike Dean just lost control towards the end, but overall, we deserved to lose. And yeah, just frustrated, boys. So then moving on to my player ratings then. So this is where I each play out of 10 from the side which started in today's game against Chelsea. Starting for goal then with Schmeichel. For me, I thought he couldn't really do anything about the goals. I think the penalty, he kind of just stood there, but it's Jorginho to say. So I'll give Schmeichel probably 7 out of 10, our best player out on the pitch for today's game. Moving into the back three, starting off with Fofana. I think he was probably the best centre-back out of the three which started, so I'll probably give him a 5 out of 10. I don't think he was very good, but overall, it wasn't too bad. Iheancho, 4, I mean, he wasn't great in the game, to be honest, quite sloppy on the ball, gave away some stupid fouls here and there, so yeah, 4 for Iheancho. Likewise with Castagna, I know it's not his natural position, but don't think he was great in the game, so 4 for him. Wing backs, Luke Thomas, give him probably about a 2 or 3. I know he's young, I know he's inexperienced, but just giving that corner away was poor, but yeah, he's been fantastic. The whole squad's been fantastic. We just won the FA Cup. It was an odd day, but yeah, I thought Luke Thomas was quite poor in the game, so probably give him a 2 or 3 out of 10. I thought he wasn't really up to standard. Albrighton didn't really do anything at all, so he got replaced by Ricardo, who changed the game, to be honest. So yeah, I'll give Albrighton probably a 3 once again. I didn't think he was pretty non-existent, to be honest, throughout the whole game. Right, and moving into the midfield three. Starts off there with Wilfred and Diddy in the holding role. For me, I thought Wilf was pretty poor in the game, just based on his high standards he sets himself. He didn't really hit those standards today, so for me, I'll give Will probably a 3 or 4 out of 10. I thought, and Diddy just wasn't really up to standard. Just gave so much space to Mason Mount, especially in the first half, so I'll probably give Will a 4 out of 10. Tielemans, nowhere near just how he played just in the final on Saturday. I thought quite sloppy on the ball. Didn't really do anything, so I'll probably give Tielemans a 4 out of 10. Madison, same, just didn't really get involved at all. I thought he got marked out of the game quite a lot, but he didn't really do anything when he did get on the ball, so I'll probably give Madison a 3 or 4 out of 10. Strikers, Vardy again was non-existent. I mean, he didn't get much service, but when he didn't really do anything just with the ball at all. So 3 or 4 for Vardy. I mean, Perez, I don't know what he was doing, to be honest, throughout the game. He was just all over the place. I don't want to pinpoint him down to one player, but I thought Perez was probably one of the worst players out on the pitch, so probably give him a 2 or 3 out of 10. Obviously, Iheanacho came on, was much better. I'll probably give Iheanacho a 6 or a 7 out of 10. Ricardo, likewise, 6 or a 7. I thought he did quite well, but apart from that, boys, it just was an odd day. As always, let me know thoughts on those player ratings in the comment section down below. But yeah, it was an odd day. And yeah, as you can tell, the players didn't really perform at all in today's game against Chelsea. So the boys and girls, that is it for today's video. Of course, in today's video, I've brought you guys my instant match reaction to Chelsea 2, Leicester 1 in today's game at Stamford Bridge, where Leicester dropped some crucial points in the race for Champions League football. If you guys have enjoyed today's video, let me know by dropping a like, subscribe as well to the channel. If you guys haven't already, most supporters, let me know thoughts on today's game in the comment section down below. But yeah, attention now turns to Tottenham on Sunday in a must-win game if you want to get Champions League football. Now we have to depend on other results, but of course we had the success on Saturday, and now we've dropped some big points against Chelsea. But yeah, we'll find out what happens on Sunday. Fingers crossed we can get a Champions League spot. But yeah, I'm a SPORTSA, and I'll see you guys very, very soon in the next video. Peace, guys.